What's going on, y'all? I want to check out this video for more Pegasus. Apparently, Pokimane's career is supposed to be over. I didn't know she still had a career, but let's take a look at what Pokimane got going on. Shout outs to more Pegasus.
Now let's begin. Right, welcome back everybody to professional unemployment. Right, so apparently Pokimane has responded to the cookie drama after all this time. Now quick context, her cookie company basically shut down after being a complete failure. She tried to sell overpriced cookies to her audience of Sims and then ended up calling them broke boys for not buying.
I'm like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's 7.
That's still crazy. I don't know what's the going rate for cookies these days, but $7 a pack sound a little wild for me. I can't afford that. Just to be spending and buying them in bulk. Like, oh, I need these Pokimane cookies. Yeah, not really.
$7 a bag. I know math is hard. Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Well, turns out she made a response now. Shout out.
I'm a broke boy. I'ma stay a broke boy for as long as I can. So I can eventually upgrade my life. So the cookies aren't even supposed to taste good. I've heard that. I've heard the cookies taste disgusting. I didn't want to try it because I don't like the type of cookies that she was selling.
To WestJet for the coverage. Right, here we got her video, Pokimane on why she stepped away from her cookie company.
Pokimane finally talked about the cookies, and boy oh boy, it was bad.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Last but not least, the cookies company, which I launched like 2-3 years ago. Unfortunately, the launch for that did not go as we planned, but let's go into the lesson right away.
Yeah, the lesson is to not call your supporters broke, bruh.
I know math is hard.
Trying to sell overpriced cookies to gooners. Who would have thought that wouldn't work? Me.
It taught me that what it means to be a content creator is very, very, very different from what it means to be a business owner.
What are you even talking about? All she did was mark up Costco cookies. I don't know if you can even call that a business.
There are certain things that most businesses can get away with that you cannot do if you are creator backed.
Well,
It was a money grab. Nothing more, nothing less. She slapped her name with some cookies that was generic as hell. That she could have got somewhere else. Just put her name on it, upped the price, and was like, let me try to get as much as I can. That's nasty. A lot of people do that. Remember when Soulja Boy was trying to sell a video game console? He really was doing that. Cell phones, a plethora of stuff. And what it was him going to other countries, buying video game consoles or cell phones and slapping his logo on them, being like, I got my own cell phone. I got my own video game system. Yeah, a lot of people try to get that off.
for starters, you can't exploit sweatshop labor.
So as soon as I realized, oh, maybe this isn't the right time for me to be the face of a product, I stepped away from the company and I let them just continue operating as they please.
All right, Busta, stop trying to bean boozle us. We all know you were the face of the company. As soon as you left, production halt.
He's a bean boozle. Bean boozle. That's funny. I just watched the movie again recently called Bamboozled that I really enjoyed.
Bro, there's no way she's actually trying to go, yeah, guys, I might have been the face of this and promoted this as my own brand, but I wasn't even involved, to be honest. Like, I don't know what you're talking about, guys. It's not really my company or anything. It's probably the fault of the people I hired who obviously messed it up colossally. I obviously did nothing wrong, of course. It definitely wasn't me being an obnoxious asshole online that completely tanked the reputation of the brand. Also, I don't really understand the logic of, oh, I'm just a creator and there's certain things you can't do as a creator and you can only do as a business person. That makes no sense because being a creator...
You said why she had gloves on, touching her face and hair? Oh yeah, that is nasty. Was she cooking something? I was like, let me just get all in it. I try not to touch my face at any point in time anyway. Never try to really do it. If I got like an itch to scratch, y'all have seen me, I'll do this. I'll grab like a cloth or something. I'll use the back of my hands to touch my face. But yeah, if you got gloves on and you're preparing something, I don't see what the reason is for you to be touching your face and hair, especially your hair. I'm really how do you say, disgusted by hair being around food or in food. If I eat at a restaurant and I find hair in the food one time, I'm never eating there again. Which has happened to almost every Chinese food restaurant that I've ever ordered from. And that's probably why I don't really eat Chinese food like that no more. No nets. Like, you ain't gonna put a hair net on at all while you cooking. It's crazy. But yeah, fam. Nasty.
Is it obviously a plus, right? Because when you start a business on your own, you have to buy advertising, which is one of the hardest things, right? Actually spend money to get your product out there. But as a creator, you already have a fan base, you already have a bunch of eyeballs on you, and you can launch whatever shitty product you want. And there's a percentage of people who are going.
He says she's tanking in subs. She got less subs than iDubbbz. That's crazy.
To eat it up no matter what. Yikes. And in Pokimane's cookies case, they're going to eat it up and then have diarrhea because those cookies were fucking awful. But yeah, like, what the fuck? She's acting like she ain't got time. I'm sorry, what do you even do? You're not even streaming anymore. All you do is, I don't know, fake going to the gym for TikTok and hang out with your neighbor. I mean, accountability is really just non-existent. Why can't you just be like, okay, I fucked up. You know, I sold some overpriced cookies. I'm sorry. Simple as that. It would have been over right there, but she's still doubling down like years later. Also, I don't know what that glove is. I'm not a glove expert. I hope she's not baking more cookies. Although that doesn't really seem like a baking glove. Probably one of those freaky ass rich.
Yeah, that looked like one of the fancy lady gloves.
People gloves, of course. Right, so then she said that she made this entire company and started this business, but she wasn't taking any profits, guys. This was purely for the people, of course. She just wanted her fans to have healthy food that is very cheap and affordable, of course. Yeah, this is Omega Cap because you weren't taking any profits because there probably were no profits. You absolute clown. Your business failed.
I didn't take any profits, though it was making money, but that would go straight to staff or other investments. And yeah, that was like, that was 2 or 3 years ago. I think they might have started winding down since then, but I haven't really had much involvement since the launch.
Stepped away, and it was just like, I let everybody run the company themselves, and basically trying to say that they ran the company into the ground because she stepped away. No, that's not why the brand failed. The brand failed because people found out that her product was straight bull jive.
She literally has zero self-awareness. She preaches being this goody two-shoes socialist while literally consuming the biggest capitalism labubu slop.
Oh yeah, guys, I just don't know what happened. You know, the company that I was
She's definitely a capitalist. Like, this new thing with like there's capitalists pretending to be socialists or pretending to be whatever is defined as woke. That's just nasty. And it's not even a new thing. If you think about it, that's been going on for quite some time. There's people like Dr. Umar out here who is grifting like a mother effer, right? And there was people before him and people before that claiming that they want to take down the rich and help the poor as they get rich and do nothing for the poor.
Face of, they just sort of shut down, you know? I don't know, you know, I was just doing Pokimane things, buying some Gucci bags, and then I opened my phone and the company was shut down. It's your project. What do you mean you have no idea? Like, you quietly stepped away. You purposely quietly stepped away because you didn't want backlash and you didn't want to admit that you publicly failed on the internet, right? And there's no actual shame in like failing a business or whatever. It is what it is. But when you're a pompous fucking asshole such as yourself, then yeah, people are going to clown on you. And I swear to God, I hate this Omega Cap all these business owners do that. Oh, guys, I actually reinvest 100% of my profits back into my company. I don't even take a salary, guys. It just goes straight to my employees because, you know, I'm such a socialist. I'm such a communist. And then you look at the people saying the shit and it's the richest fucking hacks. It's Pokimane, Hassan, Mr. Beast, right? And they just have the most obnoxious statements like, you know, we hate the rich or Mr. Beast goes, oh yeah, I'm actually poorer than you. I'm actually in debt, guys. You guys have more money than me. Meanwhile, as a fucking billionaire, obviously.
It's funny talking about my personal finances because no one ever believes anything I say. So, I mean, because they're like, you're a billionaire. I'm like, that's net worth. I have negative money right now. I'm borrowing money. That's how little money I have. Technically, everyone watching this video has more money than me.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I cannot stand these people. Like,
I get what he's trying to say, but you're misrepresenting that. When you're rich, right, the smart thing to do, so especially taxes don't get the hell out of you, is to put your money into a lot of assets. So yes, when it comes to like liquid, how much he can physically pull out at this moment, he might have less money than a lot of people. That don't mean you don't own millions upon millions, even billions of dollars worth of things. Like if you put in a lot of that into your company, you're still a millionaire. You still are able to put millions into a company. If you wanted to, you could eventually take it out. So yeah, I get what he tried to do there, but that's like a misrepresentation. Like, yeah, I don't really have anything. I got less than you on me that I can take out in this moment. Not saying I couldn't liquidate a few things and then take it out not long after and be a billionaire, but yeah, a lot of rich people that don't want to seem as if they're like an overlord, they try to present it like that. I mean, it's a smart thing to do business wise, right? Like, I think I even watched the interview with 50 Cent speaking on why he bought the house that he had. It's because he, wanted more assets.
I don't know why you can't just admit that, hey, okay, I'm rich. I get it. Yeah, nobody's going to hate you for being rich. There's plenty of rich people that are very well liked by a bunch of people, right? It's just when you're an obnoxious lying asshole about it and you go, oh yeah, I'm just reinvesting everything. I don't even take a salary. I don't even take anything. Like, shut the fuck up. Now, it turns out apparently her streaming career is not actually doing very well. I didn't really know this was happening, to be honest, because I don't really keep up with her at all, other than, when drama comes up. But yeah, this kind of makes sense because when's the last time you heard of a Pokimane stream?
And the first moment she could, she on the working class saying, I know math is hard. It's $28 for 4 max. If you a broke boy, then say so.
W bro, he nailed the Pokey accent.
And somebody exposed this months ago that her company wasn't even operating. I don't even know why she's bringing it up right now.
I do. Her numbers are at an all-time low and she's losing followers every stream. 758 subscribers? Those are like iDubbbz numbers. You can't even pay your rent with that.
Oh my god, there's no way it's that low. Lesser than iDubbbz? iCucks the British VTuber dragon?
How many did he say?
Dubs numbers. You can't even pay your rent with
750. Yo, the fact that I'm at a level where clowning somebody for their subs that still seem like a lot to me. It's just crazy. Yeah, I guess for her that's pretty low for her status, I guess. For the up and coming content creator, that's not bad.
for that.
Oh my god, there's no way it's that low. Lesser than iDubbbz? iCucks the British VTuber dragon? That is diabolical. I mean, to be fair, I'd still put her like a category above iDubbbz because she's not broke, right? Like iDubbbz is just not doing very well. Pokimane, at least, we still know that she's probably rich, right? Her TikTok, she's always bragging about some buying some new designer shit or whatever. So she's definitely not struggling or anything like that. But
she's probably not like pushing the get subscriptions thing, right? Which there's a lot of creators that don't really do it. Me, like, I never remember to say, hey, sign up for memberships if you're able to. Like maybe at the end of the stream. iDubbbz is pumping that 24/7 on stream, off stream. He's begging for people to sign up for his subs on Twitch. So yeah, if she's not really doing streams like that, or let alone pumping it as hard as he is, yeah, it's gonna drop, right? I'm not even trying to sound like a Pokimane defender at all, but yeah, that it makes sense that she wouldn't have as much as iDubbbz who's consistently every day begging.
Probably irrelevant, I'd say. Probably not as popular as she used to be. And I never
But also, it's because she making it off of fake cookies, nigga. Like, that was instead of asking for subs, she asking for people to buy these nasty cookies. Right, so I'm definitely not defending her.
never understood why people watched her in the first place, right? It was probably a bunch of simps or whatever, but like whenever you'd see Pokimane, you'd probably only ever watch for her friends or something. Oh, she's playing with this guy's toast Among Us or something, right? And everybody would go to like the main guy or her friends or something, and she'd just be in the background sort of leeching off of it. Anyway, so then she started playing victim on TikTok. Apparently she brings up like being an immigrant. Oh, brother. She's so oppressed, guys. The multi-millionaire, very oppressed.
How do you stay motivated when you have a lot on your plate? I'm a workaholic, immigrant, and perfectionist. Lol. We just go, go, go. But IMO lack of motivation signals a deeper issue. Physical or emotional? Do you know she had to add the immigrant part? Chanel ASMR unboxing. You can't even make this up. Bro, if behind her is her actual house, that's insane. It looks like she's in Jeremy Fragrant's studio, bro. She whipped out the baby main voice for this one. Like, people are catching on. Ah, yes. It failed because it was creator-backed and not because they were $28 cookies. Too many broke boys, I guess. Yeah, once the photo shoots and announcements were done, the fun...
Those cookies don't even look like they taste good, bro. Them cookies look nasty. I think I've tried a cookie like that before. I'm not into that. That's just me.
It was over and she dipped. And this is the dumbest shit I've heard
I'm talking about the style of cookie.
in my life, because the cookies didn't fail because they were creator backed. The reason you sold any of this for an overpriced upcharge was because they were creator backed. Like a true capitalist, she exploited the parasocial relationship with her viewers to upcharge cookies. The ingredients list was identical. This was shameless. Yeah, like, she's selling $7 per bag of 4 ounces, and these people are selling 14 ounces for $9.99. 145% markup.
Impressive. Very nice.
Same level of markup as the designer brands you love to flaunt around. She just has Hassan level self-awareness. Like, bro showed up into Cuba wearing like Cartier rings and glasses.
Of course, Hassan. They both really love China, of course. They particularly like the cheap labor, you know, very socialist of them. But yeah, dude, there's no way she's playing victim on TikTok. She's acting like it's her job resume. Can you point out your flaws real quick? What is something you're bad at? You know, I'm a workaholic, of course. You know, I just work too hard. Is that a problem? I'm sorry. I just work too hard. I make too many TikToks. Don't you understand? It's a full-time job. You know, it's from my background as an immigrant, of course, right? And a perfectionist. You see, that's why when I made my cookies, I just copied someone's fucking homework and then I upped the price because I'm a savvy businesswoman, of course. I can't keep it the same price, right? And I am a perfectionist where, you know, I had to make sure they were perfectly shit. I had to make sure the cookies that were somewhat decent, I had to make it even more shit, you know? Yeah, perfect at scamming your fans, that's for sure. Pure responded, we got to think before you sleep. After having to watch her for a week straight, I've become incredibly annoyed by her constant acting. I assume he's making a video or something. She's so inauthentic and fake, it makes my skin crawl. Anyways, no one wants to spend like 25 on cookies. Shocking that her business failed. Absolutely no self-awareness. Good meme, good meme. She should have farted on them, then her disgusting fans would have bought them. The thing is, you're probably right. Like, honestly, probably could have done some...
I was gonna say, yeah, didn't this girl sell saliva? I almost threw up thinking about that just now. That was crazy. I've seen some of these e-girls sell bath water and people be buying it and drinking. Niggas is nasty. Okay, there's a good chunk of supporters that I don't even want to look at this no more. Supporters and people that will support some nasty ish, and I'm not even judging that much. Just something I wouldn't do.
Stupid bathwater shit or something.
I wouldn't even sell it either. I wouldn't do none of that.
I hate how she talks with the head bob and voice inflection.
I feel uncomfortable doing sleep streams nowadays. They're like, people be wilding.
As she's some professor providing grand instruction. You're a potato yapping to underage virgins and overage pedos. What? She thinks she's a content creator. We're so cooked. Gooner baiting and clip farming are not content. Is this bitch wearing lace gloves like a psycho? Is that what they're called? Certain things most businesses can get away with. She means ripping off customers and then having some Joe Schmo CEO step down to take the heat. She's the face of her cookies and stream. Yeah, so basically all of the, bad PR is associated with her, right? She can try to blame it on her employees or whatever, but she's the face of the brand, so she's going to take most of the heat, right? That's unironically probably what she was talking about. That's crazy. Zero self-awareness is crazy at 40. Right, so Asmongold responded as well.
Context from a couple months ago.
And I think I've uncovered something. I think this company secretly went out of business, but they don't want people to know, because obviously that would be a big deal on YouTube if everyone found out that...
If you didn't have the celebrity endorsement of the cookies, you wouldn't have sold any of the cookies because they came out and they were an inferior product on the market. Like, if you look at a lot of creator brands that actually sell good products, you'll see that they're mostly successful. Like Starforge started out as a creator brand, and you know what happened? We had a problem with the pricing with the PCs, and the night that happened, the night we announced the pricing, we had everybody get into a call. Everybody was there. And we fixed it and it got better. She thinks that if it wasn't for, maybe the controversy surrounding it, that bringing an inferior or a worse product to market would have caused you to be less successful. No, the only reason why it was successful at all, anybody was talking about the cookies to begin with, was because of the fact that, they were creator pushed.
As much as people roasted Lunchly back in the day, I bet that still sold better than Pokimane's cookies because, at least it was priced properly. Even Prime had a shitload of sales.
Oh, brother. Don't remind me of Lunchly, bro. Only OGs remember the legendary saga that I fought.
Yeah, my little brother used to be drinking Prom. I was like, do you actually like that, or are you just a Logan Paul fan? Like, does it taste good?
Arm from Lunchly. People actually think Hassan is the first guy I milked. How naive. If only you knew my true power levels. KSI, Logan, and Mr. Beast, absolute nightmare blunt rotation. Good times, man. KSI crashing out at Dan TDM, losing his mind every few days. Absolute cinema.
What happened to YouTubers, man? I can't not say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. How does this benefit their lives? This is selling crap to kids who don't know better than to trust the people who are selling it to them. Do better!
That's mold. This is not safe, especially like kids that are so young. They may not know what mold looks like, so they might just eat it.
JJ and Logan really paying this nigga's bills. More Pegasus. What is this? Just got destroyed by the internet. KSI just responded
and the views were like 5 times what they were now. So anyone who's saying, hey man, all you do is talk about is Hassan because he's paying your bill, nigga, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Yee.
The worst way. Oh my god, this guy. I'm guessing he's talked about Mr. Beast as well. Oh wait, let me find this guy's channel. I love his thumbnails. Finally done. It's over. He's over. He's done! Finally over! Get your bag, my G. Get your bag.
Yep, real good times. And they were more popular, right? I'd get like 1 million views each video because they were such bigger YouTubers. Now I gotta settle for Hassan's irrelevant ass, right? But at least he's consistently stupid, right? So I guess it's better overall, better views overall, because he at least lasts an entire year, right? But yeah, dude, it's pretty obvious that if your product is good, being a creator is just going to help you, right? You're going to get free sales from your fans. They're going to excuse a lot of your mistakes as well. And it creates that initial momentum that is absolutely invaluable, right? Only Pokey would complain about this because her reputation is dookie and everything completely failed. If your company is bankrupt, just say so. Oh my god, bro. That's got to be the most satisfying thing ever. I might be a broke guy, but I ain't no simp. If the company is successful, I did it on my own. If the company fails, I barely had anything to do with it. That's crazy. Bro, she even admitted like, oh yeah, I just did nothing since launch. Like, of course it failed then. Holy. She's so nasty in every conceivable way. Bro, she's actually insufferable. I don't know how her personality has not changed in like a decade. And that's how the cookie crumbled. She makes it so easy to hate a person without ever meeting them. Holy shit. Well, there's a lot of creators like that. Chad calling her Pokimane. She's 100% the type that gets you to hate your best friend by explaining it like she's actually helping you. Oh yeah, manipulative as hell. Moving on to Hassan fans trying to cancel me.
That's crazy. Oh. Before we get into that, we could wrap the segment. Yeah, I do think that Pokimane's out here wilding. She took no responsibility. Of course, the cookies were gonna fail without a doubt. Just personally, I didn't think that her cookies would do well. But that's just my personal opinion. Tell me what yours is down in the comment section. Hit the hype button. Watch more videos.